Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to Dr. Chess episode 17. Uh, just like that, we have reached 17 episodes where I, Sagar Shah, will help you for your chess improvement. So, looking forward to today's session, and like always, let's begin with the intro.
911, what's your emergency?
So that was the intro that you all like very much. And it's a good one. So the idea of this entire Dr. Chess series has always been to come here to interact with people who want to improve at chess, who have certain issues, just like how you go to a doctor to solve your problems related to health. I would like you to discuss your chess related issues here, and the link is in the description of Chess Base India Discord. Do become a part of it. Do wait in the appointment lobby here, as you can see, of the Dr. Chess. There's a queue, so please do join in there. And also, I have a super chat before all of this began from Aditya Somani, who says, let me just check. Ayushi has a critical surgery today and she'll fight the hell out of it. Let us all please send good vibes to her and keep her in our prayers so that she's back here soon. Didn't want to interrupt the session. Thank you, Aditya. And yes, Ayushi will be in our thoughts, and I'm sure she'll fight back. She's a fighter, and I hope the surgery goes well. And so many people love her, so many people over here hope that she'll be better. So I'm sure she's going to come out of this really strong. Okay, so AD is in the chat. Adiban here, Dr. Beast, who is here. Welcome, AD in the chat. Looks great to have you. And okay, so let's begin. I'm going to go to the Discord server of Chessbase India, as you can see on your screen right now. And who's the first person here? Sagnik Mitra. Okay, let's get Sagnik Mitra in here. If I'm not wrong, he was here once or no? Okay, let's move him to Dr. Chess. Okay, let me unmute myself. Settings. Guys, all those who cannot hear or something should go to settings, headphones. Yeah, everything looks good. All set. Let's go here. Hello? Yeah,
Hello.
hi. Hi.
Hello, sir.
Is it Saganik?
Yeah. Hi, sir.
What's your name? Hello,
I'm
hi
Shagnik
Sagnik.
Mitra
How are
from
you?
Kolkata.
I'm
I'm
great.
great, sir. How are
And
you,
I
sir?
know that you are a guitar player. How did I
Hi,
guess?
yes, sir.
Okay, you know it's there.
Okay.
I thought I'll be like Sherlock Holmes. So how are you? And tell us a bit about yourself. How old are you? And what do you do?
Yeah. So I'm currently 21. I'm pursuing my computer
Yeah.
engineering in Kolkata, and I started playing chess with my uncle in my childhood. And in this lockdown, so I again started playing chess after so many years. So now, after seeing you and Samay's stream, I really got interested and again started playing chess and learning and analyzing my games.
Okay. And how is it going for you? How strong have you become?
Not about rating. I often play in my offline board, like in real board,
Okay.
and I sometimes play on chess.com and leeches. And I am currently 800 in chess.com and I guess 717 leeches.
Okay. Okay. So how can I help you?
Yes, sir. So I need help in basically in two steps. Like first of all, when the game gets complicated, like from the start, if there are no exchanges, when the game gets complicated, I I am about to blunder. I know, like I don't get anything. And second thing is like when I suppose I'm playing Rui Lopez, and if the opponent, as my rating is low, so the opponent often doesn't play all the system moves. So once he or she plays a move which is not in my like book rule, then I get confused what to play.
Hmm. Okay. So shall we do something? Shall we do something
Yes,
interesting?
yes,
Uh,
yes.
let's try to first. Let me share my screen so you can see what's going on. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Fantastic. And okay, this is here.
And also,
Yes.
sir, I'm a big fan of you and Amrita, man.
Thank you. Thank
Like,
you so much,
I
Sagni.
followed all the 102 episodes,
Ah, really?
improving chess. Yes, yes, yes. And I also mailed you, like, you read my mail. I was so humbled by it.
Yes, yes. That's how I
Yes,
said. Yeah, like
yes,
I've heard
yes,
this name before, Sagnik. I thought
yes.
you had come to Doctor Chess before, but no, that was the mail. So
No, no, that was the mail. And there were the last 3 points that you laughed about.
you had written to me
Yes,
what I
yes.
should be taking care of. Like, don't read
Yes,
Abhijit Mishra's
it's a super chat
super chat.
in
Don't go to
into
Anish and Vidit stream where they are playing
yes.
blindfold. Nice, nice, very nice mail. Thank you. Okay, so let's say you're playing with the white pieces. I'm playing with black. Let's make some moves.
So I have a game. I have a game written.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
can
you have a. Okay, great.
yeah,
Tell me.
yes. F4 D5.
Sorry,
F4 D5.
you are white.
Yes, I'm white.
Okay, f4 d5.
Oh no, I guess I was black in this game. Sorry, opponent played F4, I played D5.
Okay, that's a good move to start with, controlling the center. You see, these are the most important squares. So this you
Yes,
control. Yeah.
yes, and then opponent played E3, I played knight F6.
Knight.
Knight F6.
Yeah. Again, a good move.
Yes, so like you asked always to play pieces in the center and
Absolutely.
checks,
Absolutely.
captures, and threats.
Yes. Very good.
Yes, I always keep those in mind. And then B4 E6.
b4.
Yes, B4. Opponent played B4. I played E6.
Okay, fantastic.
Then knight F3, knight E4.
Okay, now one question. When
Yes,
every move that you make, okay,
yes,
has
yes,
some things that change. For example, when he played the move b4, and this is known as the drawback theory, or you can just say the on the chessboard, every move has a consequence. So when you play
yes,
b4, now what has happened is this pawn, which was defending these 2 points, has now moved forward. Because of
yes.
that, this diagonal has opened up. All these things happen because of a move. Now, when you played e6, what are the things that changed in the position? Can you tell me what is the change that happened?
Yes, the change. The change is that now I can play the F bishop and take the pawn, which is now unprotected. So to protect the pawn, he has to play either A3 or C3.
Yes, he should have played a3 or c3, but he
Yes,
played the move knight to f3, which means
yes,
that he didn't protect the pawn. So,
yes.
why didn't you take it?
So I thought that it would be better if I develop another piece. So I played knight to E4. Like E4 was like basically I played it to fork. Basically, I my plan was to take the take the queen to H4, and then place the knight to fork the at the
Yes, the
rook.
problem is that when your queen gets here, the knight will take it.
Yes, so that's why the problem begins. Like when
So
there are no exchanges, I get confused often.
yeah, so you know that this is a good square for your queen, but it's
Yes,
protected right now. So okay, first of all, remember in chess, material is very important. Okay, like many people
yes,
say in life that money is not important. Yeah, so let's say to some extent in chess, material is like money.
yes,
Although it may not be the most important thing, but in order to live your life you need money. Same way,
yes,
in order to play on the chessboard you need material. So if someone is offering you something for free, it's always risky. Like in your life, if someone says, here, take this money, you will always be skeptical. Yeah, you will be like, why is he giving me money? What have I done that he is giving me
yes, yes,
money? Yeah, but
yes,
then you see that perhaps if I take here, there's nothing wrong about it because he cannot attack me anyway. Like there's no check coming here which may lose the bishop or anything. He may give a check to me here, but I can always block with my pawn. And so you pick it up because there are two things which happen with this. One is that you develop your piece, and the second one is you won a pawn.
yes,
Yeah, so do you get my
yes.
point? Tell
Yeah,
me
yeah.
one reason why this is not a good move, apart from of course not winning this pawn which you could have won. Why is this not a good move? Also a question to the people in chat: why is this move not a good move here?
He has now bishop to b5, the next move.
Not really bishop b5. Just a second, I have someone at the door.
Oh,
Just think, there is a reason why this move is not good. There is a principle which you are flouting, which you are not following. Just a second.
okay. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yes, 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 sir. Yes,
There was
I
someone
got.
in the when I opened it, they said, "Do you have kachra?" And then I went there and I gave him, and then I remembered Samai song, which was
अच्छा
Gadi
गाड़ी
Wala,
वाला.
and that is the Samai effect. Yeah, like even if
Yeah, yeah,
very interesting. Okay, so what is the rule that you are
yes, yes. Instead of developing other pieces, I developed the same piece twice.
fantastic? And also in the
Yes, yes.
chat, I can see Manthan's World of Talent, Mayank Mishra, um, Suryansh Verma, Epsha Kashyap did not give. Yeah, there are many people who found this fantastic. So remember, on a board, if let's say you are the general of your army, you are the person who is taking care of the black army, then you should
Yes,
be able to mobilize all your forces. And that's the reason why when you move the same piece twice, it doesn't help often.
yes.
Okay, let's go ahead. What happened in the game?
Yes, so knight f3, knight e4, and then he played d3,
Okay,
which I don't know why did he play. Then I took bishop to b4 and gave him a check.
fantastic. So now it actually happened. All your plan worked. He should have, of course, defended it with a3. Yes, and
Yes, yes, yes,
then he can then kick your knight away with d3 because the knight is not stable here.
yes.
So d3, yeah.
Okay. Then d3, then bishop to b4 check.
Yeah.
Then I expected him to play like the c bishop to d2,
Yes.
but he played king e2. So
Okay.
as he played king e2, then I took knight to c3.
Okay.
Knight to c3 and gave him another check.
He has to take.
Yes, and then he takes knight takes c3 and I takes bishop takes c3. And then in the next move he played rook to b1, and then I simply played queen to d7.
Why did you play this?
I queen to d7. My basically played because I wanted to develop my queen, and my queen was basically stuck there. And like the if I play queen to f6, then I don't know. I messed up here, I guess.
Yeah.
But my basic plan was to like develop the c bishop and to support the c bishop, put the queen to light square.
Mm. Your basic plan was to develop your c bishop, but then you moved your queen.
Then I moved my queen like to put the queen to c6 or b5, and then develop the she bishop.
Okay. But why to do that? Okay, let's think a little bit carefully. Okay.
Yes.
First of all, I want to go back a bit and think over here. Okay. When you gave a check, he played king e2. Is there something else you can do here? Let's try to think in this position. Because if you think about it, his position, there are certain things going on which can be used tactically for your benefit. See, what you did was you went here, you gave a check. If he didn't
Yes.
see it, you might have won
Yes.
the queen.
Yes.
But he saw
Definitely.
it, and then he took, and then you took, and then you could win only one pawn on b4.
Yes.
So here it's important that you think of something else. Let's try to see if you can come up with some other move. Guys, also in the chat, let's try to see if we can find something.
To castle is a good move, I guess.
But then
Yeah.
you lose a piece, right? Your knight is attacked. Try to see what is hanging on your position, which is the knight, and also see what is hanging in his position. Can you attack something? It's very important to think. Yes, very good, guys. Two good moves, I believe, here, and two good moves. Let's see if Sagnik can find it. Remember, Sagnik, every move that opponent plays has a drawback. And when he
Yes.
pushed this pawn to b4, he opened up a diagonal, this diagonal. Now, can you make use of that diagonal?
That queen to f6.
Yes, very good. Queen to f6 could be a very interesting and possible move. It, you know, you are now attacking, you developed a piece and you are attacking here. Possible. Is there anything
Yes.
else you can do? Because when you play queen f6, he will try to block it with maybe knight to e5. Possible.
Yes.
I still don't like his position, but it's something he may do. But here, maybe something else.
Mm.
So when you played your knight to c3, he simply took, you took with the bishop, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Can you do something ulta?
Okay. Then take the bishop to the square.
Here,
Can I take? Can I? Yes.
bishop to
No,
c3.
that I already, yes. Bishop to c3.
Why not? This is a great move. Do you see why? For example, now if your opponent took on c3, what will you do?
Oh, simply take with the yes knight, and then I get the queen.
And you
Yes.
fork it and you win the
Yes.
queen. And
Yes.
if he doesn't take, for example, if he takes your knight, then you can win his rook.
Yes.
So, do you understand that in a position when you went for this move, if you try to think a little bit more, you could have found queen f6, which is an interesting move, attacking the rook, or bishop c3, which looks like the most powerful move.
Yes.
Okay, so you gave a check. He took
Yes.
rook b1. Now remember, how does a game of chess usually work? Okay, this is not always, but most of the times. First, you control the center with your pawns, which you did in the opening. Yeah, you played d5. Then you develop your knights, which you did again, developed your knight, again controlled with the pawns. And then here you moved the same piece twice, which is not good. But the idea is you control the center with pawns, develop your minor pieces, and after that you castle, and then you move the queen and connect the rooks. Okay, so in this position, if you look at it, you have developed some of your minor pieces, but some of your minor pieces are still not developed. By the way, remember, knights and bishops are minor pieces, rooks and queens are major pieces. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so here you have not even castled, and you have not developed your minor pieces. What should you do first? Let's try to think.
Here I guess I should castle first.
Fantastic. So this is a
Yes.
very good move. If you would have castled, this is a very strong move. I like it very much. Because you finish. Okay, now I give you one more. Okay, now I want to see how good a player you are. Okay, so I move my king here because I want to develop my bishop. So what would you play here as black? Now remember, after that, before moving the queen, you must often try to finish the development of your pieces. How will you do that?
I
Think,
guess.
think and tell me. What is coming to your mind?
Mm, At the first instinct, I'm thinking about the developing the knight to c3, c6.
Okay. Yeah, Midnight Gamer, after bishop a1, c3 will trap the bishop, but I have d takes e4, attacking his knight on f3, and I believe to win the bishop will take some time. I was thinking about it, but I don't think it's easy. Yeah. So you want to develop your knight to c6. That is a good move. But imagine you put your knight here, you block this pawn, and you would like to gain more space with this pawn. So perhaps first pushing forward with c5 is a good idea, and then putting your knight here. Also, where can you develop this bishop?
Then I guess I have to push the e pawn.
Sorry?
Then I guess I have to push the e pawn then to develop the bishop.
Can you push the
Because
e pawn, because he's right now controlling it with his knight and pawn? So perhaps
yeah.
it's not so simple. There can be another place where this bishop can be developed. Can you find it?
Then if I push the b pawn,
Fantastic.
then it can go to the b7 square.
Yes, I like
And
this
b6
move.
and bishop division. Yes.
This move does two things. First of all, you can develop the bishop here. And one more thing. What does it do? One more.
And it also if I play the move c5, then
Yeah.
it also protects the pawn.
Fantastic. And also, the rook here was looking at my pawn, yeah? So anytime I
Yes.
would develop the bishop, it would come and take it.
Yes, yes.
So here, after b6, the rook suddenly is biting on granite. You know, this pawn is very strong.
Yes.
So I will play bishop b7, then I will play c5, I will play knight to c6.
Yes.
And then, let's imagine, okay, I'll make some moves. Bishop b2, castles. Rook f1, he's trying to castle artificially. c5, king g1, knight c6. And you will see that your position is now very nice because you have developed all your pieces. You may put your queen on now e7 or f6 and then connect the rooks. And this is how chess usually works. You first play the opening, you develop your pawns, you control the center, And after that, you develop your pieces, then you develop your queen, then you get castle, then you develop your queen, and then you connect the rooks. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I guess seeing the full game is not
No,
important,
no, no, no,
but
no.
the most important thing here to learn for you is every move that is made on the chessboard, be it your move or be it opponent's move, has a drawback. Okay? So try to figure out what is the drawback of a specific move and can you take advantage of it before making your move.
Yes.
Okay? For example, I just want to uh, finish this with one more move that if you can find. So, for example, let's say in this position which we had here, okay, he plays the move knight to e5. Okay,
Yes.
can
Yes.
you find out what will you play here with black by using the drawback what I just told you? Try to see what the knight on f3 was doing and now what it has left by coming to e5.
The knight was protecting basically the h4 square. So now I can push my queen to h4.
Fantastic. Very good. See, you got the move very quickly. This is a good move. Giving a
Yes.
check to the king. What if he tries to block it? Now try to think carefully. Okay. What will you do here?
Now I guess I see two possible moves because the light squares are blocked. So I have to play either h6 or f6. f6 attacks the knight and h6. I guess f6 is a better
Okay.
square.
Now try to think carefully. There is a tactic here. Always remember in chess, it's very important to look at tactics. So, how do you see over here? There is a tactical thing. Many times you can make normal moves, but tactics requires looking a couple of moves ahead. Try to think on your own what is the move here that can create some problems for him. Very good, guys. In the chat, fantastic. Very quick to find the moves. Sagnik, can you see the chat?
No, then I have to switch to YouTube. Then
Don't
it's
see the
not.
chat. They know
Okay,
the
okay.
move already.
My queen is attacked
Your queen is
by the
attacked
g3 pawn.
and you don't want to move your queen. Okay, sorry. You don't want to
Yes,
move your queen.
yes.
So, what else can you do?
Then can I sacrifice my knight on e4 then to going to g3?
Does it make sense?
Yes, because if he takes the h2 pawn to g3, then I can take his rook also
Fantastic.
because this rook is undefended here.
Was good?
Yes, 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 yes.
So, exactly, you need to think of possibilities. Like you said, 1 and 2, but this was also possible, 3.
Yes.
And I would recommend you to go through this book called Chess Course by Praful Zaveri. It's a very good book, and you can find it on Chess India shop. And you can also find a video by Praful Zaveri on our on our YouTube channel. Just look at it because if you solve more such positions, okay, like this, then you can find such moves very quickly. But you need to solve. It's just like, do you drive? Do you drive a car?
No,
No.
no.
What do you do? Like
Well, I
for
can tell.
a living? What do you do? Like, are you studying right now?
Yes, yes, studying third year of engineering,
Third year, which engineering?
computer science.
So, do you program?
Yes, yes.
Which language do you program in?
Uh, my major is in Python.
Okay. So, if you are learning Python, just imagine, yeah, you at the start had absolutely no idea of how Python works when you started the course. But as you went in, you were given a lot of books to study. There was a lot of material related to it. Maybe you built up something with it already.
Yes.
And so your fluency improved. Same thing with chess. You cannot, let's say, just like if someone said to you on the first day of your college, okay, this is what you're going to do is you're going to build an app or you're going to build a website or using Python. You can't do it. You need
Yes.
building blocks for yourself. Same way in chess, you need to understand the concepts of pin, fork, and all of this. And that's the reason why I recommend this book to you. And it can be something very interesting. If you solve through it, you will become stronger.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, keep playing. Keep in mind the
Yeah.
drawback theory, and also
Can't
keep
hear
it.
your voice, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you say something? Hello, hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Now I can hear.
Okay, fantastic. So, good luck to you, Sagnik, and I'll see you again soon, yeah? Yeah, there is.
I can't hear you actually.
Yeah, maybe there's some issue with your internet.
Your voice just broke.
Yeah, and he still can't take this because this is hanging. So, he may go rook g1. Perhaps just come back. Looks okay.
Can't take.
Okay, let's go and see someone else in the Dr. Chess room. Thank you, Sagnik. I think there's some internet issue at your end, but thanks for being here. Maybe it's some issue at my end, perhaps. Let me just make sure that Discord is working okay. Okay, cool. Who's next in the queue? Guys, can you see everything here? Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, all set, all set. So the next person in the queue is Ashu G2. Ashu underscore G2. So move to Dr. Chess. Hello, Ashu.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you switch on your camera?
So how to do that?
There are 4 buttons below. Out of that, there is one for the camera. Usually, Ashu would be a strong chess player because he is technologically not so good. And usually, chess players are bad at technology. Can you start your camera, Ashu?
Sir, I'm trying. Just give me 1 second.
Okay. Which book did I recommend, Amit Day? I recommended a book called Chess Course to me, to Sagnik. Mukul Singh Chauhan has a question which is on everyone's mind. My age is 20 and my rating is 800 plus, and I'm really passionate about chess. Can I become a GM in my 30s if I join a club and start practicing? Mukul, first thing is, as always, remember to keep improving at chess. And not really, it's like a journey. Yes, to become a GM is the destination, let's imagine. But the journey is to keep improving. So rather than thinking how you can become a GM, let's try to think how you can improve each day on chess. That's the right approach. Yes, Ashu.
So I'll figure it out. You will take me in next turn.
Okay, fine. I'll do that. Let me get Ishwar into the Hello, Ishwar?
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Hello,
can
sir.
hear you. Can you mute your YouTube?
Sir, should I turn on my video?
Yeah. Your video
Sir, can you
is
see me now?
not yet. I think the video is taking a lot of time to start.
Sir, just a second. It will start.
It will start? Okay.
Yes.
Is there TV running in the background?
Yes, sir.
Ah, okay.
My brother is watching TV.
Okay. Teach him chess, no? I
Yes, sir. He's learning chess from my coach itself. I joined him.
okay. I cannot see you. I guess there's some issue. Is it because of your end? Some issue?
Sir, here my webcam is on.
Your webcam is on? Okay.
I can see the indicator light from my part.
Okay. Can I'll try to get you back in and see if that works. Dhaval Ishwar. Okay. Move to Dr. Chess. Okay. Ishwar, can you try again? Maybe you can plug out the camera and put it back in. Perhaps that is a possibility if it is not an inbuilt camera. Yeah, I guess some issue with Ishwar's camera here. Ishwar, can you ask me what do you want to ask? Hello? Maybe he can't hear me. Guys, all those who haven't joined Discord, let's try to get today's Discord number to 4,000. Yeah, there are 3,860 people. Let's get it to 4,000. That would be nice. Okay, Ishwar, I will try to get you back uh, in the next one. Let's try to see if there is someone else. By the way, this is too many names to remember for me. I have to get one more person before this. First, let's try to get Tanmay Chopra. All names sound familiar today. I don't know why. Move to Dr. Chess. Hello, Tanmay. Hello. Hello, hello. Tanmay, can you hear me? Tanmay is there, but I guess he can't hear me somehow. I can hear him. Okay, let's look at the next. Nagaram. Hello, Nagaram.
సన్నీ నిన్నెవరో పిలుస్తున్నారు నాగరామ్ అని.
Hello, Nagaram. Can you hear me?
How to join?
You are there, Nagaram. There's no need to join. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Can you switch on your camera?
Yeah, just a minute.
If his camera also doesn't work, then maybe there's some issue. Try to figure out. Nagaram, can you switch on? Do you know how to switch on your camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see me
No, I can't see you. Now.
now?
It's still. Yes, I can. So, okay, everything is good with Discord. I can see your eyes.
Yeah, now?
Can you put the camera a little bit lower so that we can. Because right now, tube light is being seen nicely.
Now?
Perfect. Perfect. How are you?
I'm fine.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chennai.
You're from Chennai.
Yes.
And you are 11 years old.
Right.
How do I know?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have a FIDE rating?
No, no, but I'm on chess.com. I'm rated 1600 and Lead Chess I'm rated 2000.
Fantastic. Okay, so how can I help you?
I have a game. Can we analyze that?
Okay. Yes, we can. So you'll call out the moves to me?
No, I can share you the game.
Okay, yeah.
I have played it in online.
So tell me the moves. Can you see my screen?
No,
Can you see my
just a
screen?
minute. No, should I click the watch stream?
Yes.
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, tell me the moves. You are white?
Just a minute. I'm seeing.
Nagaram, you don't have school today?
I had, but I had only the first period as it was an exam.
Did you do well
My
in
exams
your
are
exam?
yes.
Fantastic.
So in this game, I was white and
Okay.
I played e4. It's against an FM.
It's against a
FM from
FM.
Norway.
Okay. Okay. Wow, nice. Okay, E4. Can
Uh,
you put your camera so that your face is not cut? Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Now,
Yeah, it's good.
so he played e5.
Okay.
I played knight f3,
Yeah.
knight c6, bishop c4, and bishop c5.
Okay.
After that, I played castles and he played knight f6.
Mm-hmm.
Then I played knight c3 and castles.
Okay.
d3 and d6.
Okay.
Bishop g5,
Hmm.
h6, bishop h4, g5.
Okay.
And I played bishop g3. I have played a lot of games from knight into g4, but the score wasn't well, so I played bishop g3.
Okay.
He played bishop g4.
Can we look at knight takes g5 once?
Sure.
He will take back, right?
Yeah, he will take back.
Then you will take. Now what will he do?
Yes.
You have a deadly threat. What is your deadly threat in this position with white?
The like
Look, this is pinned, yeah?
yes,
So,
knight d5 is a
yes,
deadly threat
knight
and queen.
d5 is a big threat. So what will he do?
Uh, maybe
There's only one
bishop
good move.
e6.
Yes, fantastic.
Bishop
Bishop e6,
e6.
stopping this. And if you take here, he will take back with the pawn so that this square is controlled. Very good. So,
Yes. Now knight d5.
but if you play knight d5, he will still take it.
Okay.
So, it's not a
Yes.
best move. Let's try to think what else you can do here.
King h1.
Very good. King h1. Guys, what is Nagaram's idea with King h1? Can you tell me over here? Very interesting move played by him. It shows that he is a very strong player. Nagaram, I'm very happy to see the move King h1. What is your idea?
Like play f4.
Yes, exactly. f4. And queen f3 is possible, guys, here. But queen f3, what will black do, Nagaram?
Queen F3, King G7.
Yes, King G7. Defending this piece, and now you need one more attack on this knight, but it's difficult to organize it. While if you went
Yes.
F4 here, it would be very good, but the pawn is pinned. So therefore, you play King H1 with the idea of F4, opening up the rook. I think, Nagaram, this is a very good position for you. How will black
Yes.
defend over here?
Now King G7.
King G7?
Yes.
Possible? Okay.
After that, F4
Yeah, F4. Let's try to go forward.
and Bishop E3.
Yeah, Bishop E3. This is a strong move.
Yes.
Because I saw this move, and the problem was if I take here, you take my bishop. And if I don't,
Yeah.
then next move you will take here.
But still, I can take, right?
Where?
F E5.
Yeah, but F5 bishop takes.
EF3, EF6.
Bishop takes.
Uh, maybe. Yeah, this is not good.
I don't know. Like maybe bishop takes E6,
Or
Fe6,
Queen G5.
Queen G4 check, and attacking this pawn. I already have two pawns. Maybe I'll win a third pawn if you play king here. I believe
Maybe
that.
something now. Now Rook F3.
Why? Maybe just take here. Would this work? Oh, sorry.
Queen
He'll take
F3.
with the queen. Yeah. So maybe. Yeah. Maybe rook F3 could be a possibility, but he has knight E5, queen H5 check,
Queen H5.
king E7.
And
Perhaps black is surviving. Yeah, in this position, like.
yeah.
So it's not so simple. It's not so trivial. Maybe instead of F4, we don't hurry, okay, and we try to play Queen D2. What do you think?
After Bishop E3, what about Knight D5? After F4, Bishop E3, Knight D5.
F4, Bishop E3, Knight D5. Wow, attacking this guy.
Yeah.
What?
So I think so. Then Bishop into D5
Yeah,
and E into D5.
yeah. He would take, and now maybe Knight B8.
Knight. Yeah, Knight B8. Or Knight A5.
I don't want to win this bishop because anyway it's not doing much. I'll play my knight to D7, defend this guy.
Yeah, now we maybe Queen F3 or F E5.
But Queen F3, Bishop takes F4.
G3.
But then
No,
this
I
is
lose a piece.
how?
Yeah.
Maybe take, Queen takes F4. Again, it seems very, very dangerous for him, with this king here, rook coming up, checking. But it
And
seems,
now maybe Queen G5 is coming.
yeah, but it seems he can defend somehow. Like maybe
Yeah, Knight D7.
Knight D7. And the problem is, he may go King H8 and Knight H7, defend everything. And you want this bishop to be playing, but it's sort of blocked by your pawns.
Yeah, but now Bishop B5.
Very interesting. Guys, this youngster Nagaram is quite strong, yeah? He wants to take on D7 and then check and then maybe do this way. Yeah, possible. How about, okay, I can't move the rook because then bishop D7,
D7.
knight D7 and queen F7 would be hanging. Very interesting. Maybe knight E5.
King G5.
Yeah, and knight
Knight
G6.
G3. Yeah, then Rook F3.
Yeah, but now the attack won't go through, I believe, because let's say knight H7, somehow pieces will get exchanged, queen will come in. It seems like he is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a fantastic position. So what I will recommend to you, okay? Have you seen this article by Jesse Cry on Chessbase India?
No.
Do you follow Chessbase India website?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to open a page here I'm going to show it to the viewers as well. All those who do not follow Chessbase India website, please follow it. Oops, you're gone. 1 second. Okay, got it. That is the problem. Yeah, you are here, so all good. I wanted to get this here so that people can see it. Okay, so are you there?
Yeah.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now, guys, there's this very nice article I have written a few days ago on Jesse Cry. Okay, who is Jesse Cry? If you look here and if you go a little bit further down, this one, the true path to chess improvement. Okay, and in that he has given the art of analyzing your own games, how to analyze your own games. And he's a grandmaster. He was also on Chessbase India stream a few days ago. And look how he has, this is his one game. He has analyzed it. Can you count the pages, Nagaram? 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. A lot. It's about a decade.
Sorry?
Above a dozen.
He's done it for 16 pages. And you know, I put it all the analysis in this chess base. What he had done in the 16 pages. Okay. And finally, you can hear him talk over here. He's
Yeah, I saw the stream.
You saw this stream? Did you like it?
Yeah.
So how about you put into use what you learned there, and it's a very good position that you have for analysis. Okay, so what you do is you put up the position here. Okay, after bishop takes g5. Now try to think what are the ways in which black can defend. Now, a first move is very clear. Knight d5 is a big threat, so he will have to stop it with bishop e6. Now here you have queen f3 as a possibility. You have a possibility to take, which doesn't look good. Then maybe knight d5, he has to take, pawn takes or bishop takes. That doesn't look good. Then you say, okay, king h1 looks very interesting, where you have f4, you know. So then you go deeper into it, like how we were doing right now. King h1. Okay. Then let's say, what are the possible defenses? One is king g7. The other one can be knight b8 with the idea of bringing the knight to d7. Yeah. So there are so many possibilities in this position, Nagaram. So can you sit down and analyze all the possibilities?
Yeah.
What will happen then is that in a position like this, you will know all the defensive ideas. One is king g7, rook h8 can be one. The other one is knight b8, knight d7. The other one can be just putting the queen on e7. There are so many. And then this is such a nice idea which you found instantly, you know. You saw this, that after king g7, f4, there is bishop e3. So once you see bishop e3, you think to yourself, okay, maybe can I improve bishop f4? What is the other move that I can play? Can you come up with some other move?
Rook e1, stopping bishop e3.
Rook e1. But then, aren't you moving your rook away from the file where you want it to be? Like you want to play f4 and put pressure, no? So can you use some other piece to cover this square? You said knight d5.
a4.
Not a bad move. Very good. See, so many ideas you have. Knight a4. Does that work? Then try to think what black will do. Or I was thinking more on the lines of queen d2, stopping bishop
Yeah.
e3 and also creating a deadly threat of,
But then rook h8.
yeah, rook h8. Is there, are you trying to checkmate me? What if I do f4?
Rook h8. F4.
Huh?
Rook into h2.
Rook takes
F4.
h2, king takes.
Queen h8.
Wow, queen h8. King g3 is only move. Guys, look at this. Watchman looking at the g1 square. Okay, king here.
Knight h5.
Oh, you have launched a counter attack on me.
And knight
Can I
h5.
go
King
king
f.
f3?
Knight d4 check.
Knight d4 check. And you see, guys, my king has been stranded. This square is covered by the knight. This square by the knight. Here there is a deadly discovered check coming up. Here also there will be a dead. Wow. Did you see Nagaram? What a variation. So much fun,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
So maybe here, when this happens, you should not say, oh, black is winning. Now you must think, is there something white can do here? How about the move instead of f4? Can I do something else?
Bishop into e3. And bishop into e6.
Bishop takes e6, okay. Now fe6,
h3.
h3. Yeah, you try to stop this. But now maybe he can always come back, rook f8 and defend this, okay. I don't know, maybe queen e7. f4 and bring the other rook to f8, right? And try to get the defense rolling here.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to show here to you and to everyone who's viewing this and who wants to get better at chess is that you need to analyze on your own. You need to think on your own, and this is a beautiful position. After knight takes g5, h takes g5 and bishop g5. So I'm giving you some homework, yeah, Nagaram. Will you analyze this position? Do you have chess base?
No.
Okay, where do you analyze then?
I analyze in leeches or in my own board.
Okay, so you can do it on a board, you can write down on a paper all the analysis, or you can do on leeches, or you can get chess base and you can do it whichever way you like. Do it, but can you send it to me after you have done it on chessbaseindia@gmail.com?
Yeah.
Will you do that?
Yes.
When will you send me?
Maybe by Saturday.
Saturday. Today is Thursday. Why you are taking 2 days?
To look at more.
Okay, fine. Send it to me on Saturday. Okay?
Yeah.
But keep in mind to do it well. Never say, okay, this is done. Try to always look at defenses for the opponent. Can the opponent find some good move? Can he do something better? Okay?
Yeah. Can we continue the game?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So this was, if Nagaram did not take, he went back, bishop g3. Okay?
Yeah. And he played bishop g5, g4.
Bishop g4.
I played h3.
Okay.
He played bishop h5 and I played knight a4.
He played bishop h5, you went knight a4. Yeah, you went hunting for this bishop, which is a good idea because it's a strong bishop.
He played knight d4.
Yeah. He's attacking your pinned piece. Okay.
I took knight into c5.
Okay, take. But if he takes, then e5 is hanging, yeah?
What happened? I think so. Instead of taking, I played b4. b5.
He had b5.
After knight into c5,
Huh?
instead of taking dc5, b5.
b5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Counter attacking.
Wow. I don't understand it, but what if I play bishop b3?
Knight into f3. Then
Sorry?
knight into f3.
Okay, I take back, g takes f3,
And now you take.
d takes c5, but what if I take bishop takes e5?
Then rook e8. uh, Rook e8.
Yeah, but okay, I mean, it's a game. I mean, there's nothing like white is winning or black is winning, it's just a possibility. Um, yeah, but I think b5 is just very difficult move to play overall. Usually, what did he do?
Yeah. He took dc5.
Okay. Did you take on e5?
And I played bishop into e5. And he played knight into f3.
Okay, then just take back, g takes.
Yeah. Into f3 and he played queen d7.
Queen?
d7.
Okay, fantastic. Can you take on f6 now? Queen h3.
If I take on f6, then he plays queen into h3.
Yeah, there's no way to defend, yeah, against bishop takes
Yeah,
f3.
so I played king h2.
So you tried this, okay.
And he played uh, knight h7.
Okay. I like your position, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks
And
good.
I played d4.
d4.
Yeah.
Can
I just want to open up the position.
It's interesting. Okay. I was thinking more on
I think so. I would have played a4, stopping b4.
a4, or I
Decide.
was also thinking, can you do queen e2, queen e3, and then play for f4? Does that make some sense?
Yeah, that's also fine.
I don't know. Maybe he has some move like he cannot go f5 because their bishop is very strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so knight h7, you went d4.
Yeah. And after that, he took cd4.
Queen takes.
And I played rook g1.
Why? Why didn't you take?
Uh, like I just want to attack. So anyway, I thought I may win this.
No, the thing is that you are trying to exchange queens, no? Because if you can exchange queens, even by the cost at the cost of giving up a pawn, let's say take bishop f3, he got back a pawn, but you were already a pawn up, so you have the two bishops, and I think you are better here.
Yeah, then maybe queen into d4 was better.
Yeah, and I
But
was
is queen d3 also fine?
why queen d3? You just take on d4, and let's say he doesn't want to exchange the pieces. Let's say he goes queen c6. I'm just as an example. I'm thinking
F4.
maybe you have ideas like f4 perhaps, or even just queen.
Or bishop h1. Bishop h8.
Yeah, I was looking at this trying to mate, but there is queen g6, I guess, trying to stop it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you went
Or
d4,
bishop d5.
if you went d4, then you should take back. Otherwise, you go rook g1 here itself. No, why to go d4?
Yeah, maybe that was better.
So d4 takes. You went rook g1, then
Yeah. And he played rook a d8.
okay, he saved his pawn. He's happy now.
He played h4.
Ooh, you're going for an attack. You're an aggressive player.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he played queen e7.
Okay.
I played bishop g3 and he played queen f6. So instead of playing bishop g3, bishop f4 was better.
Yeah, because here you are just blocking your rook, no, like this. Whereas if you play bishop f4, you have a threat maybe here. But okay, what if he goes king h8?
Yeah. Then it's an equal position.
How? How is it equal? I don't see it. I like black now.
Like I can do hg5
Hg.
and bishop g3. And like I have no real attack.
Yeah, but now he goes queen
Like
f6, attacking here. I somehow start feeling
Then
maybe
king g2. Then king g2.
true, true. But I like black's position somehow a little bit more. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
maybe.
I think because of this weakness where he can constantly attack.
Okay, after king g2, what will you play?
Ah, here, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting question. Can I go queen g6? Okay, queen g6, f5, bishop.
queen g6.
Uh, or queen.
Then bishop d3 or bishop into c7.
Yeah,
Bishop
bishop
d3. What
c7.
about
Bishop c7, maybe just picking up a pawn. Or bishop
or
d3,
bishop d3?
just stopping. Yeah, possible. It's quite possible. Uh, okay, let's say I go c5. Yeah, I get your point. I guess, yes, maybe white's chances are not worse. It's just that
Yeah,
I felt this was weak and there could have been more. But yeah, you're right. White has his own trumps. Maybe rook h1, trying to get some play
yeah,
here.
rook h1, bishop g3, and something like e5.
Yeah,
So what happened in the game was he played queen e7.
yeah.
No. Bishop g3 and
Queen f6.
where was I?
Yeah, 19th move. Queen f6.
Yeah, queen f6 and I played e5.
E5. Okay.
He took the pawn, queen into f3, queen takes and bishop takes, and I played hg5.
Okay.
He played knight g5
Yeah.
and I played bishop f4.
Mm.
He played king h7 and I took. He took and I took with the rook. Bishop into g5. And and he played rook g8, trying to exchange the rooks, but I played rook f5, declining it.
Mm.
And he played bishop d5. He took, and I played rook into f7. He played king g6.
Yeah.
Here I took rook into g7, and he played rook h8, and I played king
You
g6,
took
king
c7.
g3. Yeah,
What if
he
you
played
you
rook h8.
played rook f6 here?
Uh, then king h7.
And now I was thinking f4 maybe.
Rook c5.
Rook c5. Okay, instead of f4, can I go rook
Maybe rook
e1?
e1.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that was better.
Maybe instead of, yeah, he should play. I mean the main thing is I want to keep these two central passers. So rook e1, and if you go rook c5, I can go rook e2 perhaps. Just defend everything. Pawn up, play f4, then start pushing the pawns.
Yes.
But if you play rook takes c7, now he played rook takes e5, right? Oh no, rook h8 check. Then king g2.
Yeah, rook h8 check, king g3, and rook into g5. e5. King g3. I played king g3.
King g3. Okay. Now this looks like okay. Still some chances for you. Rook takes
And I
b6.
played rook d. I played rook d1.
Rook d1. Okay, bringing your last piece.
He played rook. I mean, I didn't play rook d1. Sorry, I played rook g5.
Why is your
He
video
he
off? Can you switch it on? Or
yeah. He played rook g5.
yeah,
And I played king f3.
yeah.
Here, this position is equal. I think so. And he played rook h3, which is a mistake.
King
It allowed me. It allowed king e2.
king e2. Yeah,
Yeah, if king e4, then I think so. He plays rook g4.
yeah. That should also be possible. No, king e4, rook g4, king d5. Your
No,
king.
maybe after rook g4 f4.
Yeah, even king d5.
Yes. So I played king e2,
Hmm.
and he played uh, rook e5 check. I played king d2, and here he played rook f3. I played rook f1, defending it. He played rook a5, and I played a3.
Okay.
So this endgame is winning for me. I think so. And he played king f6. I played rook d7. He played
Rook takes b7.
rook. No, I didn't take.
Why not?
No, no, no. Rook takes b7. The pawn wasn't there, right?
I don't know. It's there on my board. Did he play b6
Oh,
sometime?
no, no, like the pawn wasn't there. Like,
Okay.
the b7 pawn isn't there. I think so.
Yeah, but how? I
Is
mean,
there a way to remove that?
how does that
I think
pawn
so.
go away? Just like that.
I think so.
You played all the moves.
I told you so. Yeah. Maybe I can share there.
Can you tell me what is move number 31 for white?
Move number 31, right? Uh, rook into b7.
So you said rook d1 to me. 31 is rook takes b7. Okay. Then
Oh.
he played.
Then he played rook g5,
Yeah.
king f3,
Yeah.
rook h3, king e2.
Yeah.
Rook, rook e5, king d2, rook f3, rook f1, rook a5, and a3.
Yep. Now I got it.
Yeah.
Somehow, luckily, I just
And
said the move which was wrong. Okay.
he played king. He played king f6.
Hmm.
I played rook d7. He played rook a4 and played king e2.
Yeah.
And he played rook f5.
F4.
Here I played king d3
Okay.
and he played rook f4.
Hmm.
Here I played rook c7,
Yeah.
trying to play like rook c4 and rook d1.
Yeah.
He played rook f3 check. I played king e4
Okay.
and he played rook h3.
Yeah.
I played rook e1.
Rook d1.
E1.
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 Why E1?
Maybe play king of d5 and then play rook e4 or rook e3,
Okay.
e6. He played d3 check, and here's the mistake I made. I should have played c4, but I played king d5, which was the mistake.
Okay.
Because of playing king d5, I played rook h5, and he keep on gave check. So I played king c6. He played d into c2.
Why didn't you go
I played
d6?
king
King d6?
d6 because rook d4, and he pushes the pawn,
Ah, rook d4.
and
King
he plays d2,
c6. And
and rook
anyway,
d1, and he
simple.
plays rook e5.
Okay. So you played king
Yeah.
c6.
So I played king f6. I mean king c6,
D takes c2.
and he played d into c2.
Yeah.
After that, I played king b7,
Yeah.
and he played rook b5 check and king a8.
Look at where your king is.
After that, he played rook into b2, rook c1, and rook into a3.
And
And this
then.
game is totally drawn.
And yeah, you take this
We
pawn and
agreed to
then
a draw.
you agree to a draw because he will win this pawn, you will win this pawn, and then it'll be equal. Wow.
The mistake I made was I played king d5 in move number. Just a minute.
Uh,
Yeah, after in move number 43,
yeah. Hello, Nagaram, are you there? Maybe he's gone somehow. Hello, Nagaram, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw the game. How did you analyze that game?
What?
How did you analyze this game?
I didn't analyze it.
You didn't analyze it,
Yeah, it was played yesterday.
but you said that this is winning, this is winning. How did you know that?
Just check the moves once, so then
With the
uh,
engine.
like no, I just checked it
Yes,
in the board, and I saw that if king d5 you can keep on give check. So after
but you
d3,
didn't see this game
uh,
with an engine?
I saw a few
Yeah,
moves.
I think you've seen the game with the engine. And so, what happens usually, and I'm trying to explain to you, it's not a bad thing that you saw it with an engine. It's fine, it's very good. You learned something. But what happens usually is, Nagaram, you will look at the position and you will tell me, look, I made a mistake here, king d5. Okay, if I would have played instead c4, I would have won the game. Okay, and this happens now. But by the way, I can't see you. Your face is like,
My camera.
yeah.
Yeah.
What happens is this will keep on happening every time you play chess. Like you will try to play something, you play a good game, but then we are humans, we will make a mistake and you will lose or you will draw a winning game or something like that will happen. And at that point, it's very easy to look at the computer and say, look, I made a mistake here. And this is what if I had played instead of
I
this.
I first saw the like without using engine. I analyzed the game, and I found that I was thinking where I make a mistake, and I saw that C4 was better than King D4, and after that I checked the engine and said
Yes,
C4 was better.
I understand. Also, right now when we were analyzing, were you checking moves with some engine? Any engine
No,
was on?
no, I was playing the moose.
You're playing the moves
So, yeah,
on Lee chess.
yeah. I
Yeah,
played the game in leeches.
yeah. So, because what I would recommend to you, and this I don't know how good you are or how strong you are, but try to look at stuff without engine. For example, when you will analyze today this homework which I've given you of knight takes g5, bishop takes g5, don't use an engine at all, even to check your analysis. Just analyze it and try to find your own conclusions.
Yeah,
Yeah, you may at first feel like, no, I don't understand what's happening, or you may feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, but very soon you will get the hang of it. You play very well. Okay, you are a very strong player, but you have to make sure that you start thinking on your own more.
yeah,
Yeah, do you have a coach?
yeah. Yeah, I used to go till October. I have stopped it
Where would you go? You would learn from whom?
from a coach.
From a coach.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, now you stopped it, now you're doing it on your own.
only a few days before.
Okay, okay. I wish you all the best.
And I may continue soon.
Okay, cool. I wish you good luck. Okay, thanks for showing this game. You played very well. But try to analyze that position and also try to send it to me, okay? By Saturday.
Yeah, only knight into g5, right?
Yes. But do it with your heart, do it without an engine, okay?
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Cute youngster Nagaram, who I guess is pretty strong. Yeah, a very strong player if you saw what he was doing. Okay, Gopu original says, Sagar bhai, I propose my remaining chess-based shop voucher 2145 goes to this genius kid so that he can use chess-based software. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Gopu. I'll contact him. By the way, Nagaram, if you are listening to this, do your homework and write to us. We will send you chess-based software what Gopu has sponsored because he finished second in that video contest and he had a gift voucher of 5000 rupees which he said he needed only a part of it and the rest remaining he wants to give it to a talented youngster and he's found it here. Thank you so much for that. Very kind of you, Gopu. Okay, so then Nagaram can analyze on chess base, which is nice for him. Usually when you have to analyze so many variations and all, it's always good to use chess base. You can save it, you can have it nicely at your end. So that is always my recommendation. Let's try to get Ishwar in because he was the one who was here before. I don't see him. He's here. Ishwar. And before that there was one more person, guys. If you could just remind me, I forgot the name before Ishwar.
Hello, sir. Can you see me?
No, I can't see you. Everyone's waiting to see you.
Sir, I've waited long time in queues.
Yes. But unfortunately,
In
we are
after
unable
doctor.
to see you. Your camera is not working, I guess. So, is some other
Sir,
is
one
some
thing I can
is
do.
some other app open like maybe Zoom, maybe
No,
OBS?
sir. Sir, can I disconnect in Discord and then join in again? You will take me.
Okay. Try to
It
close
will be just.
try to close all the apps which are using your camera so that it works here.
Sir, I am closing Discord. You can remove me now. When I join, can you take me in the participant list?
Okay.
I will show. This time, I think it will be fixed.
Okay. Meanwhile, while he comes back, let me just see the chat. But I really liked Gopu's. His name is Gopal. Gopal's gesture here, very kind of him to give his voucher of chess base to this youngster. And this is what I love about this community. Everyone's thinking about each other. Everyone wants to help each other to move forward, and feels very good. Feels very nice. Okay, let's see if I can. I don't see him. Yeah, he's here. Let's move him quickly to Dr. Chess. Yeah, Ishwar, can you hear me?
Okay, sir. I can hear you. I'm trying it again.
Okay.
If it's not working, then I think maybe next time I can
Okay.
try.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not working. We can try it next time. By the way, what was the name of the person before Ishwar, whom I missed? Ashu, yeah? Ashu. Okay, let me see if Ashu is here. Ishwar, you can try next time with your camera on. That would be nice. By the way, guys, all those who haven't been part of the Chess Base India Discord, please, there's a link come and join in. There are 3,900 people. I would love if we reach 4,000 today. Would be nice. And let's go to the next person in the Dr. Chess queue. Illusion. Okay, Illusion. Move to Dr. Chess. Okay, here it is. Hello? Yeah, Ashu is not there in the queue. Hello, Illusion?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
1 sec. My camera.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Australia, actually.
Oh, you're from Australia. What's your name?
Yes. William.
William. William, good to see you. Do you follow Chess Base India regularly?
I've watched pretty much every one of your videos since the lockdown.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I only found the channel, I would say, 1 or 2 months ago.
Okay.
And then I watched the comedian chess series, which was really, that's what got me hooked onto the channel.
Okay.
And I think I watched all 100 episodes in about a week.
In a week. That's
Yeah.
Did you put my playback speed on 2x?
1.5 just to
1.5.
pick up the speed a bit, but still it took a while. I think I almost didn't sleep for a week because it was so interesting.
Wow. So
Lots of learning actually.
you would have got strong. And what about the Hindi? Some parts of it in Hindi. Did you understand it?
Not really, but I think from context you kind of get some of the jokes. Obviously you cannot understand.
Yeah.
But from the context you understand a little bit.
Okay.
I guess I would say.
I'm so glad to know that you actually went through this in a week. Makes me feel like what I used to do with some series like Game of Thrones or Narcos and all of that, and you did that with a chess series, so that feels good. So tell us about yourself. What do you do, and how? What about your chess? How did it begin, and how strong are you?
Yeah, so I'm actually a lawyer.
Okay.
So I play chess obviously for relaxation, a bit of fun, just as a pastime. And I used to play when I was in school.
Okay.
Quite a lot. Used to be part of the chess club, and we play in the state and national competitions.
Okay.
But then after that, when I went to university, I sort of forgot about chess in a way because I concentrate on my studies. And then only recently because of the lockdown, and actually because I watch a lot of people on Twitch, the streamers.
Okay.
I picked it up again, and found it really interesting. And I think because I'm older now, I can appreciate the game much more than I used to when I was in junior and high school, playing that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so, because when we are young, we play chess as a game, and we mainly look at it as something that we can win or lose. But right now, it's more like how to think, how to find a good move in a position, and all of this, which is more like process oriented rather than just result oriented. So I guess chess does become more interesting, but I think if you keep improving, it remains interesting. If you don't improve, then at some point you start getting bored of it once again. So it's good to keep improving.
I think so, but for me, because I play maybe 1 or 2 games a day, and I go back and try and do some analysis, maybe not 10 pages worth of analysis like some of the people that you've shown, but I have a look at the position and try to understand, especially like with the computer moves, and that's one game I want to have a look at. And there's a particular computer move which basically it said, if you do this move, you're completely winning, and if you don't do this move, it's equal or you're actually lost.
Okay.
Um,
So let's check that out. And
yeah, how do I send it to you?
you can send it to me on Discord. I'll send you a hi over there, and you can just paste the game over there.
No worries.
And I'll also give you another task if you have the energy to do it, because you saw the entire series and you enjoyed it. And I think what's your rating, by the way, on any platform?
On chess.com, I'm 1200 rapid, but in blitz, so in 5 minutes or less, I'm actually a lot weaker. So I'm about 1000, 1100.
Okay. Did you get my message? I sent a hi to you on Discord.
Yes, I
Just put the
I
game
think
there.
I'll link to you directly to the game analysis. Actually, I'm not sure if it works.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think so. I have the game with me. You actually there are no moves. It seems like it's just a position.
Can I? How do I do this? How do I copy the moves from the game? Does this work? Let me try this.
There's a download. There's a button like download. I got the game. I got the moves, by the way. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working. So, okay. So what I would recommend you can see my screen, yes?
Yes.
And if you have finished that, there is this other thing which I had begun some time ago, which is if you go to the YouTube channel of Chessbase India.
Yes.
Then there is this series which I had, which was called Improve Your Chess with Sagar Shah. Okay, this is slightly advanced than Improve Your Chess with the Comedians, Improving Chess. Here there are only 20.
Yes, that's the one I watched.
22.
Oh, no. That's not, there's only 20.
There are 21. And here it was before I met the comedians. Yeah, this was last updated on 19th May. I think the last one was somewhere. And the thing is, here you learn things more in depth, and it's a very structured way of doing things. And I would recommend this to you if you have the time and energy. It's much tougher than the comedians one, but it also has a lot of way in which you can think in chess. And maybe while seeing your game, I'll get a better idea. Let me just.
The second half of this game is pretty embarrassing. I think I got tilted.
Okay.
when I realized I made a mistake. But there's one sort of very key position which I just wanted to understand, really.
Yeah, you can see my board, yes?
Yes, I can see your board.
So t takes c4. You are white, black.
Yes, I
played b5.
Yeah,
E4,
Queen's Gambit accepted.
You know, I have done a small trap here.
Actually, I watched that video. Was it yesterday that you released that?
Yeah, maybe a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And you play e3
Yeah.
instead of e4, and when he goes b5, the only difference is that from your position, this diagonal remains open, and so I can go queen f3 and win a rook. So e3, okay, e4 is equally good. b5, a4, here he took, and now knight c3. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
a6, which is a mistake.
What I find is in like 1000, people sort of get to this position where, and this is like an exception to that. A lot of people sort of just ignore the pawn and they sort of understand that, I'm just capturing it back.
Yeah.
So they don't really try to defend it. This is one of the few games where I found people try to defend it. So this is probably why my defense is terrible, to be honest.
Well, in general, even if they defend it very well, you will win it back. That's why Queen's Gambit is played everywhere, because white will recover the pawn. And here, by the way, this is actually, I think, one of the mainline theories which you should take here. And then you give up the rook, but then you play bishop b7, and then you pick up this pawn here. I think there are several games.
Okay, so he's actually played mainline theory then.
This happened in the
game. He
yeah?
does it in a different move order, but he does play this.
Okay, but if you see here, look at this. If you can see, I don't think viewers can see it, but you can see my screen. So here, if I check with reference, there are nearly 78 games with rook a1 and 19 games with rook a2. So Okay. Anyway, you played knight f. He played knight f6. You played e5, knight d5. Take. Okay. Interesting. I believe this is dangerous. What had you planned for knight b6 here?
Attacking the bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, he played something different, which also completely threw me, to be honest with you.
No, I mean bishop b7, and you can just come back with the knight. Oh, he can take later on g2. That is the problem.
Yeah, correct.
But you could have gone back maybe knight a3 here. Yeah. And then
Yes, I see what you're saying now.
looks okay because he cannot take it, and next move you can develop and you are a pawn up, you can castle. But when you played here bishop b7 and you went knight c3, he can just take and take
correct.
here. He did that, yeah, in the game.
Yes. Now, and this is the thing, is that when he captures with the knight on c3, the computer tells me I should play queen to b3, and that's the only move that is still winning.
It's winning.
Yeah, because I think I'm threatening the pawn on
Yes, it's
f7.
winning. Yeah. So let's say here you take. This is the threat. So I am looking at a move like knight d5, but then you can pick up this bishop. So it's actually a double attack on bishop and f7. And imagine if he were to take on g2 here still. You take here. He comes up. Now you have to figure out if it's a checkmate or not. How do you attack? How do you continue?
Apparently, it is a checkmate. It's almost mating. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yeah, let's try to think.
Because I've analysed a few lines, and it does seem to be completely winning.
But what
because his
move?
king's out in the middle.
What move would you play here? Let's try to.
Yeah, I was just trying to. I'm trying to remember the lines.
Don't
This
try
is
to
from a couple weeks
remember.
ago.
Try to think. Let's try to develop your thinking rather than we try to remember what happened.
Sorry, I'm just doing it on my own board so I can see it better. Yes. Now, I don't think you come back with the bishop in check. That just seems wrong.
Yeah, if you give a check, then he goes back, I guess, to e8.
Yeah. And then obviously my rook on h1 is always under threat.
Let's try to take stock of the material. You have 1, 2, 3. He has 4 pieces on the board, so he's a piece up right now. But also your rook is hanging, so you will be a rook and a piece down. You can capture his one knight back, so you will be only a rook down, not a piece down. So all these things taking into consideration, you will have to find a way to attack him, because otherwise it'll be different. By the way, queen b7, what everyone in the chat is saying is a horrible move, because you just lose your
Bishop
queen.
comes back and kills you.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's not a good idea.
Maybe e6 check.
Yeah, very good. This is a possibility. And now we see if the king goes to d6 or c7, you can always develop this with a tempo, with a check, and that could be a big problem for him. So he goes, let's say, king c8.
King to c8. Don't I just take his knight with tempo?
Yeah, let's take this guy, and let's say he plays queen to c7, because now what he's hoping for is that at some point
queen exchange. Yeah.
We can exchange the queens, then both sides have 3 pieces each, but you will lose a rook and you will be a rook down. So let's say you take bishop check, king c8, and I don't see a way in which you can save your rook now here. And your bishop also is kind of tied down on f7. It's not doing much.
Hmm.
So we can't do like, maybe e6 could be a mistake after king c8, or here after king c8 we have to find something better. Let's say even if you take, queen takes, queen c7. Now not to exchange the queens, can we do something else? This
You
is,
can always take with the pawn as well, can't you?
yeah, we can, but then there's no threat, and then he takes here. I'm not sure how to continue. It seems like I have some chances against the king, but the problem is my bishop is kind of out of the game. How about trying to go bishop f4? Trying to, yeah, but somehow he will just jump back with his bishop and keep things under control.
Yeah.
Also, still
I mean, it's a very sharp. From what I can see, it's a very sharp line.
it's a very sharp line, and also you know, a move like rook b1, and suddenly it's not so easy to defend this guy. It's actually a checkmate. You see, after takes, and takes, it's a checkmate here with this pawn, and it doesn't look so easy to defend against it. I mean, how do you stop it? Because knight does not have a square to go to.
I think that's the critical line. Is you need to take with the pawn, and then the rook gets behind the queen like you've done there, and then the king's got no squares basically.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you shouldn't be afraid of losing material. I think here, like for example, take, and now your rook down, because his rook and bishop are also very passive, so they are almost out of the game over here on f8 and h8, and so you go bishop f4. You say I have a threat now. Maybe queen. This could be a threat. Yeah, this looks very, very interesting. I mean, so what I would do here, and this is the tough part about chess, is to make sense of this entire position, to grasp it.
Yeah,
and
correct.
What many times,
and it all comes back to this move here, where if I don't play queen to b3, it's completely lost, I think.
yes, but what you should understand is, if such a position comes back again in your game here, would you ever play queen b3?
I probably would now.
Now, no, not the same one, but something similar to this.
Yeah.
I think the chances of you playing queen b3 are less. Why? Because after, even if you saw queen b3 and you saw that, oh, I'm losing a rook here, it's very difficult for you to say, okay, there's a mate. But if you analyze this position well, and you see different concepts, which is like, okay, I can push him away and then play bishop f4. Maybe here you start with queen e6 check. I'm not sure why this would work or this wouldn't work. King c7. Can I just take here? And after he takes on h1, can I play rook b1? And the thing is, you need to ask yourself these questions, the inquisitiveness. And when you start asking yourself these questions, the position becomes so wild and there are so many possibilities that you think you are understanding absolutely nothing. But it's actually that moment where you understand chess the most. Because you are really working hard, you are really trying to make sense of something which you would do in your game. Imagine if you can't understand while you are analyzing, how can you analyze while playing? How can you understand while playing the next game?
Yeah, and that's the problem in this game, because obviously I played the move. This is on, where is it?
Yeah, you played
move 11.
takes c3.
The pawn takes. Yeah. No. On the move 11, I played pawn takes c3 instead of taking the initiative with the queen.
Yeah.
And I guess it was almost an automatic move for me. Just thinking.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even see bishop takes g2 in the bottom right hand corner.
I can tell you that even queen b3 move for a strong player is not easy. So it's not like a very simple trivial move, but strong players always know that f7 square is a weakness, so they will look at such moves. I was all the time trying to look at some ideas like queen h5, queen f3 trying to look here, because once I have one bishop looking here. But yeah, at the right moment to actually look at this move, to then figure out that okay, bishop d5 doesn't really work because I just take back, and then at the end of the day I'm a pawn up over here. These are normal lines. But then to sit down and try to look at this is not easy. Yeah, I mean, here I would spend at least an hour, not during the game, but afterwards, trying to understand everything. Like, if I go e6, he comes here, I give a check, he goes here. How do I checkmate him? Do I take this? Okay, he goes back. Now, how do I get to his king? Is there a way? Can I play rook c1? He takes on h1. Is there a check here? Should I give a check? And I would analyze it in a way where all these patterns sit in my head in a way which is a little bit subconscious. It's not like even that I understand everything. It's more subconscious, and then when the next time such a position comes, I'll be able to play it better. It's a tough way. Yeah? It's much more difficult than watching 100 episodes in a week. Or I would say, it's equal to that. Why? Because there are two things in chess, and I want you to think about it, which a lot of people who after a specific age suffer from. Let's say if you give a youngster, what do you want to do? Would you like to study chess, or would you like to play chess, or just solve chess? And they would always prefer doing things which involves playing, thinking, and so on. But when you ask an adult improver, they like to watch videos, they like to read books, and many times they are not making their brain work as much, which is very much important when you play a game of chess. So I've seen many adult improvers who spend hours and hours trying to get better at chess by reading, watching videos, but when they sit on the board, they blunder. They make mistakes which are very, very basic. And that's because they are not trying to think much. They are just trying to grasp. And they like chess very much. So they enjoy the process of reading, of improving. But I believe that if you sit down and start solving, try whenever there's a question posed to you, you pause the video and you try to think like as if it's your own game, it can be very useful.
That's why I like the Grandmaster chess series a lot, actually, because I take the pause, do the the 10 points, write it down.
Fantastic.
Very interesting.
Fantastic.
Actually, I find that I'm better at the slower games too, which is why my rapid rating is a little bit higher than my blitz.
Yeah, and also I think that it's good right now for you to stick to it and try to improve your see, you cannot ever miss that bishop takes g2 is actually hanging here. This is something which you should spot it immediately, at least in your own games when you're playing.
Yeah.
So that's why take your time. Don't try to say, oh, I want to get better at blitz. Try to take your time. Maybe you can even increase the time control. If you're playing a 15-minute game, try to even go for 20-minute games. Try to increase it's okay. And try to think well in those positions.
Yeah, I think the issue here for me was, when do I need to switch off from, the autopilot, oh, he took my knight, I'm going to recapture with the pawn, to realizing this is a very sharp position and I need to spend more time thinking about it.
You already were off the autopilot when you took this, and this is all a mess, because as you can see, he can take this, you can take this. Okay, that's what is hanging in the position. But once I play this move, now I attack your bishop and I also defend my rook. So suddenly this becomes a threat.
Yeah.
But then you can go knight a3, which means that you remove your knight which was being taken, you move it back and you defend your bishop. So you see, already I think autopilot mode is off because there's so many tactics in the position. And here bishop b7, knight c3. Instead of that, if you went knight a3, maybe you would have had a very good position, because your pawn up, you can just develop the knight and castle next move.
Yeah.
Okay, so some few things that you can do, and I know it's tough, and I can sense it from you, that this position, if you can spend some time, take a couple of hours. I know you've looked at it with the engine, but still just write down all your analysis. If f7, if he takes on g2 here, how do you continue? Bishop takes f7, king d7. How do you try to checkmate him? And when you put that all down, let's say, you will improve. I can guarantee that. You will not feel it because you haven't completed a structured module, you haven't completed a video, you haven't completed a book, you haven't completed something which is structured. It's an unstructured way, but you will. And the other one is that you can check that series of 21 videos, because I believe there are a lot of questions in there which I ask. And whenever you work on chess, please try to make your brain work. Like, try to make yourself think a lot like you do in Grandmaster Chess. You will improve much faster. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, does that answer? I don't know if that was too heavy. I know that there are certain people who play chess just because they enjoy it and for relaxation. And sometimes when I recommend certain things, they are very heavy to them because they have a full-time job, they do some other things. But I still do that anyway, because you should know what is the way in which you can improve. Because if it's too tough, you may even choose to not do it. But now you know, like, what are the things that can be done.
Yeah.
Cool. Which city of Australia do you live in?
Actually, a small one, Adelaide. You probably never heard of it.
Oh, I mean, Adelaide cricket ground was very famous, so
It is actually.
yeah, it is
very, very famous.
So from that, I know, yeah. But also the chess scene in Australia is very vibrant. So there will be tournaments that will happen, I guess. At least they happen in Sydney, and I think Sydney Open is one of the biggest. Also, there's one in Canberra, if I'm not wrong. So maybe you get some chance to play.
Yeah, over the board. Once this is all over, anyway.
Yeah. Let's hope it ends soon. Thank you, William.
And thank you for all the great free content that you're releasing as well. It's been amazing.
Thank you for following well, let's stay in touch. You can send me your analysis on chessbaseindia@gmail.com. I would be happy to go over that if you do it at any point.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me. Okay, guys. So that was William, and that was amazing that he finished the Improving Chess series in 1 week. That's 100 lectures into 2 hours approximately. 200 hours. Okay, you reduce the speed to 1.5. That comes to 150 hours, let's say, approximately. And then you still have, I mean, he was watching it 21 hours a day. That is crazy. That's crazy. Abhishek Deshpande, hello Sagar, these sessions are as usual helpful. Playing chess every day keeps stress away. Thank you, Abhishek. That is so good to know. Abhishek, you should come once on this Dr. Chess. Would be very nice to have you. You've been following this in such a long time. Guys, we have time for one last person. I'm not able to find Ashu here, who was not there. Ishwar, as we mentioned, has had issues, so we couldn't get him. Yeah, 133 hours. So, yeah, it's a bit too much to... Okay, let's check Aniket. That's the last guy. Let's get him into the room.
Hello.
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 Hi, Aniket.
Hello. Finally, I got to meet you.
Can you switch on your camera?
Yeah. It's. Can you see it?
Not yet. Is it working in some other app somewhere on your computer?
Yeah, it was working at MS Teams.
Sorry?
It was working at MS Teams.
Yeah, can you close all the other things and just be...
Yeah.
then maybe it will work here. Because if it's open somewhere else, it doesn't usually work.
It says instructions for enabling access to your camera can be found in
Yeah,
the disk. Yeah. So what can I do?
I don't know. Usually when you do this, like let's say you can you see my screen? Can you do watch stream?
Yeah.
Look here, there is a turn on camera here. Do you see this button?
Where? Okay. Oh yes, I found it.
And then there's a drop down menu here. So if you choose a video here, should work.
Could you see me?
Not yet. Tanmay Chopra was also there. Yeah. Okay, anyway, Aniket, we can talk. Let me guess, you are 14 years old.
Yes.
Today I'm on a roll. From the voice, I can identify the age. So, where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore.
From Bangalore. And what do you
Yeah.
do? You are in 9th grade?
Yeah. I'm 14, but I'm at 8.
You are in 8th.
I'm at 8th grade. Yeah.
Okay. And do you enjoy playing chess? Tell us a bit about
Yes,
yourself.
I've been playing from 1 year, and I pretty much spend 7 hours to 6 hours on chess every day.
Really?
Yes.
And
I started at 900. Now I'm 2200.
really? So strong?
Yes.
2200?
Yeah, but not in FIDE. I have not played many FIDE rated tournaments. On Leeches, I'm 2200.
Fantastic. That's very good. So how can I help you to get even stronger?
I am a grandmaster in blundering winning positions. So I don't know how will I stop that.
Okay, very good.
I could send my game. It's against IM.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah.
I'll send you a hi on Discord. If you can send it to me here.
Yes, I'm sending it. Did you find it?
Yes. Your name is Aniket Mohapatra.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just get this.
I have not analyzed it. I've just kept it like that.
Cool.
I played it yesterday.
Okay, let's try to analyze it here. Okay. Yeah. So you're playing with the black pieces here.
Yes.
E4, E5. Can you see the board?
Yes.
Knight C3,
I can.
Knight C6, G3. Okay. Knight F6, Bishop G2, Bishop C5. He played H3. Okay. Castles. Very logical chess until now. Knight E2, D6. Castles. And you played Bishop to E6. Okay. Seems fine to me. He went Knight to D5. You took with the bishop. Why?
I felt this was a small error because I don't know. I just felt I should take the bishop and play knight e7, knight f5.
Yeah, but somehow you're giving up one of your key bishops, no, in the position. Like take knight e7. Somehow I get this feeling that his bishop becomes quite strong on g2.
But isn't it blocked by the d5 pawn?
I know, but there's space, yeah? Like this is space for white. And if you ever go c6 trying to get rid of the space, the bishop opens up. So in a way, and also to give up your bishop, light squared bishop, which is actually your superior bishop because your pawns are on dark squares, is not a very good idea, like instantly to do this.
Yes.
What else can you do here? Can we think of something else? Let's try to think. Knight d5, because it's an interesting move that he's played. I'm just trying.
The first thing that came into my mind was knight e8 f5.
Knight e8 f5. Yeah, that was also something that I felt like if you can play f5 here, could be good. Is there anything else?
Actually, when I was thinking at this position, my idea was to play queen d7, attack h3. So I decided, now I cannot play that because knight takes f6 will come. So I took the knight.
Is it true that this is dangerous for you?
Now I see that it doesn't look. I have king h8, rook g8.
Yeah, also king h2 maybe is what he would do. And now just f5.
f5.
And perhaps it's not so dangerous. Like if you take, bishop takes. And yeah, as you said, king h8, rook g8 could be a possibility. So never give up on a move just by appearances. Yeah, it could be not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but what you did was bishop takes is definitely something that should be done with a lot of care, because now he has two bishops. I would have maybe preferred knight c3 here.
Yeah, c4 was bad. I felt
c4
it.
then weakens the d4 square, and you instantly
Yes, I
jump.
played nf5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good.
yeah.
This is good. Queen d7. Okay, king h2, and now a5. Okay, maybe knight d4 straight away. What was the problem?
Knight d4. I just wanted to play a waiting move. I did not know what was his idea, so I just played a5.
Fine, a5 doesn't spoil anything. Bishop g5, and I don't like this move. Queen e7 somehow. I mean, you're moving into a pin unnecessarily. Or you want to play h6
But
next move?
I want to play h6 and the bishop will move.
Okay. Okay, let's see. h6, bishop e4. Ah, here you played h6.
I felt after knight d4, I felt I was a little bad.
Why?
Because the bishop, the e4 bishop gets opened up completely. Then he might play knight c3, move the bishop,
No,
play
okay,
knight
okay.
e4.
1 second. Let's go step by step. Knight c3. What should black play now?
h6.
Yes.
Bishop to e3.
Okay.
Again, can we play knight? I don't want to take his bishop because his bishop is doing nothing.
Well, maybe yes, and maybe not. I guess so. It's doing nothing.
But after knight into e4, if he takes knight takes, I'll play bishop to a7 and try pushing f5.
Yes, that's possible. Or can we start with here knight d7, just moving the knight away, now threatening f5?
This is better.
It could be interesting. You know, like next move, if you get in f5 and then f4, you could get a very strong attack. And I mean, your position looks good, and
Yes.
So I don't see why you have to go into this move h6 here, which okay, he didn't take, he went back, and then you took, and knight d4. Okay, fine, you got a good position. By the way, is it possible he could have taken here hg and this position, because this might be something which should be looked into.
I was actually considering it. I did not find bishop c1 that time.
Yeah.
This is the move that I was considering.
Yeah, also this looks fine for you because you
But
can
white has pretty good ideas, right? King g2, h4, rook g1, and same for me. King g6, king g7, rook
you
h8.
don't have so much time. For example, king g2,
Yeah.
g6. Push you back. I can already take on take
yeah.
pawn takes and maybe f5. This looks already quite good because this bishop is super strong on c5. With the rook here,
Yes.
I don't think.
Could you see me now?
Yes, I can see you. Hi,
Oh.
hi. I have seen you.
Hello.
Haven't I met you some point? In
No, I just
never.
never.
Okay. Nice. I will at some point. Um. Yeah. So bishop c1, take knight d4. I like your position. Bishop e3.
I felt this was bad. I had knight to f3 check, and I double up his e pawn.
Yeah. Fine. Here. And if he takes on f3, then you just move back and then you play
I just move
f5.
my bishop.
Next move you go
Yeah.
f5 and looks great for black. So he went pawn takes, knight g5. Yeah, I like your position. Knight c3. Okay, let's think now what to do. Queen d7 makes some sense.
I played that.
Yeah, makes sense. Is there anything else that could be done here?
c6.
Yeah, somehow it seems to me that you lack space in the position.
Yeah. No, but c6 is blunder, right? h4.
Yeah, c6, h4. Yeah, knight is trapped. I was thinking, okay, like this position does look enticing because he has the doubled pawns and they look weak. But what if in this position you just simply take here?
Queen takes.
Queen takes, bishop takes.
Queen takes.
Yeah, and f5.
I'm thinking, can we play f4?
No, I don't think so. That doesn't look
We
good.
play, yeah.
A king gets really weak, yeah, like e takes f4.
Rook takes.
Yeah, rook takes and maybe fe.
Fe, then rook into e4.
Yeah, now queen f6. And you'll see that your king is much safer here.
Yes. Queen f6, queen e2. Yeah, but I feel black is pretty much better.
Yeah, black looks very comfortable. Like queen f2 check. You have to take, and then this is hanging.
Yeah.
So, also I would say white should surely consider f takes e3. The main point being that you are fighting against f5 here. But maybe I'm just in time with queen g5 to play f5.
Can we play h4? No, but h4 both the pawns are. I don't like to move h4.
Maybe g4.
G4 is better. Yeah.
So you see, actually, things can be very deceptive. Like here, it seems as if you get these doubled pawns, like after take here. But in fact, it helps him to activate his rook, and you really don't want that to happen because your pawns, if you look, are all pointing here. So f5 is a natural way to gain play for you. And
I had to defend the entire game.
Yeah. So suddenly I would say here you're doing quite well in this position. So to reach that position from here is not a great achievement.
Yeah.
So I would say this is a very important position to think about what to do here, because I mean, I would really also like to think of f5 in this position. How is that move?
It gives space to black, which black lacks right now.
True.
But after,
He must take.
Black actually won't mind. Black won't mind to double his c pawn.
I was thinking taking is the only way, because if you play takes, I take on d4, bishop takes. I can even just take and fe4, and this is just better for black because f2 is weak. Rook e8, rook f3. I mean, black looks pretty good here. So maybe after here f5, ef5 seems logical.
And f5.
And now
f5,
knight f5, or do you want to play knight e2? That is the question. Or do you want to even sacrifice a pawn? Let's say rook f5, knight d4, e d4, bishop d4. and play this position, I doubt whether.
No, I like the other one with knight takes.
Yeah. Because here I'm just thinking, is there any counter play here? But no, he can just go here. The queen
Look,
defends
yeah.
everything. So this doesn't work. So knight takes f5, bishop takes c5, pawn takes, and my only worry here is knight c3, knight e4.
C1.
But you can go knight d4, and this is also a big problem for him here.
F4 also can't be pushed right now.
Yeah.
It's just
it would be
too weakening.
Too weakening. And I like this position for black.
But white can counterattack by knight to b5, right?
Yeah, but that's just too. Like I can go knight f3
Slow.
check, king here,
King g2.
and then maybe even think of, I don't know, e4 perhaps, or rook f6, rook f8.
Oh, I should have gone for this.
I don't know. Like
I defended it.
I just felt like the decision which you made is very natural, that to go wrong this way in the game. But then it's like, yeah, you see queen d7, he goes g4, and now he will play like rook f5, h4, queen f3,
Eventually
rook f1, and
eventually my knight landed on h7.
yeah. The knight was such a hero, yeah, in this game on d4, and you made him like suffer. I like that you went c6, because at least you're trying to fight for space in the position. Queen e7, rook d1, g6. Yeah, suddenly you are groveling now. There's very little. Okay, you got your knight here.
After this, I felt I'm fine. After my knight was well placed on g4.
Yeah, maybe he allowed this entire thing with h5.
No problems at all.
h5. Maybe he could have gone here h5 himself.
h5, I thought.
Then you go knight h7 and just jump back to g5. Yeah, knight is tricky. Take, h5, jump here. Queen e2, f6, okay, very interesting. Takes, knight takes, dc, bc, rook a1, rook d8. Okay. What if I go knight g4 back? Is there a problem?
I don't want to trade much pieces right now because I felt his b pawn is weak.
No, but the point is, you really want to get to his king. So
I think I did that after a few moves.
You did that? Okay, let's see. Rook b8.
Yeah.
Rook b1. Then it's good. But I would really play knight g4. The reason is that after knight g4, if he takes, he can't go rook f1, because then he loses the e3 pawn.
Yeah.
So.
But what if after this? Oh yeah, we have rook f2 after that, right?
Yeah, rook f2 is a big threat. Yeah. I would definitely think of this, because also now the threat is to take and go rook takes b4, and if he doesn't do that, if he moves his rook away, I get that on f2 square. So I guess knight g4 is a strong move here.
Yeah, I should have looked at it. I actually looked at it, but I did not consider the e3 pawn hanging.
Yeah, but you also have that prejudice in your mind, which was like, I don't want to exchange pieces here, which is sometimes not required. Yeah, you can just say that I want to make sure that I find the best possible move. It could also mean exchanging pieces here. You went queen c7, queen d3, rook f7, okay. Okay, double here. Queen b7 attacking b4, queen b2. I'm sure there is some tactic here in the air. Something.
I swindled him here.
You swindled him. Is there some tactic?
I played queen b6. Queen b6. I played
It's a good move. Queen a6 you played here.
Oh yeah, queen a6. I was looking for queen b6.
Okay. He has so many weaknesses. This is weak.
Yeah. And now after trading the rooks, he can't defend all of them.
He blundered this.
Yeah,
And now your queen
this
got
one.
in. Hey, why are you...
So if I capture, rook h1 traps the queen.
Yeah, okay. Knight g4, queen d3. Take, check.
And I got in.
Yeah, check here. Knight takes, king here. Okay, queen f4 was not a great move by you, yeah?
Yeah. The fun part actually starts after few moves.
What should you have done
There were
here
4
instead? Let's try to think. Let's say you are completely winning here because you have an extra pawn, you have your pieces which are, and these are the positions where you always mess up, as you say, where you are better. So how should you continue here? Is there a way to defend the d6 pawn? Do we have to defend it? Not really, right? Because if the moment
No, if he goes to defend, he'll get mated.
He gets checkmated here. Okay. So how do we continue? I was thinking, okay, how about going g5?
B5?
B5, okay. You also want to create your own play.
No, black wins. We promote with mate, I think.
Yes.
No, it's not mate. Knight will block.
But then I can take it and then I'll be... So let's say take, g takes h4, b6, h3, b7, h2, queen, knight d1, and now queen d1,
Queen takes,
knight takes, and you're completely winning because you are 2 pawns up, and this will also fall.
Something of this sort happened. There were 4 queens at the game.
This happened in the game. Okay, let's see. But then why to play queen f4? See, the thing is, in winning positions, it's very easy to go for a move. You know, usually why you shouldn't be too reliant on the computer analysis also later is, they will say even queen f4 wins or even g5 wins, but one move will have much larger sort of scope for going wrong and still having a winning position, while one move will have only moves to make for many moves and you can win. So that is very difficult for human beings. And you know, when we have to make 10 only moves to win, the computer finds it no difficult. It will be like, yeah, this is easy. But for humans, it's very tough. But when you play a move like g5 here, it's like the margin for error is more because you are still winning in many ways.
Computer will say this is a blunder because computer will like to win it in a much better way. But this is actually winning.
I guess so. But if you you have to tell me why this would be a mistake, because in general I don't see a way. For example, this queen is in such a way that
it can't move.
Yeah, it can't move. I mean, queen e2 might be the only move that you have here. So for example, hg, h4, queen e2. But already, I mean, going into this endgame for white is just bad. Yeah, like you are now pawn up. You may go king g6 and you may win this pawn.
Yeah.
Knight d1 is what some people in the chat are suggesting. Yeah, knight d1.
But you can just you can just trade the knights and play queen b6.
Take maybe king d1.
Oh, king! I thought queen.
Okay, king d1 is fine, right? Because I can't go into an endgame here. Take and d5. Or h3 is coming first.
No,
sorry.
h3 and then it'll come first.
Yeah, king e2 first coming into the square to save the pawn. But then
Then
I'm winning.
d3 check. D3 check is also winning.
Both are winning. Yeah, both are winning. Yeah, king f2, d3. I mean, the king is just confused where to go. d2, king here, h2, b6, d1, and you win. Yeah, this looks.
Yeah.
So
This is winning.
maybe here knight d1, knight takes d1, and queen d4. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just winning. King e2 perhaps.
We can trade, right? It's not in its square.
h3, but then
The
queen takes h3.
triangle.
You mean take and h3?
Can we trade? Can we trade?
Sorry. Yeah.
I was talking about the diagonal
True.
I saw it on stream.
True.
H4 to E1.
True.
That thing.
Yeah. I mean, so you did queen
I
f4
should have.
here.
I should have looked at G5.
You did play it, by the way. He went b5.
Yeah, I did.
Queen f2, king b3, cb, gh, b6, h3, b7, check, king here. Okay, h2. Yeah, you didn't take on b7 because queen takes e3. Okay, h2, queen. Wow, who's winning here? I think you are winning. You're 2 pawns up.
I'm winning.
Queen a7.
I lost, but
How?
my name suggests that I'm a grandmaster in blundering winning positions.
Come on, don't say that. When you keep saying that again and again, then it becomes like you will surely do it next time as well. Queen b.
I actually lost some time here. This move blundered it, and I had only 3 seconds here, and I got mated.
Okay, got it. Let's. I mean, you know that you are winning here. Yeah, like let's say,
I was winning.
for example, even if you play queen b7, check. This is much better than queen b6 because if knight b5, then maybe you have already queen takes here with the queen support.
Did you go just 2 moves front?
Yeah.
Front. Yeah, after. Yeah. One more. After I think queen g1 was a blunder. I should have played nf6 that time.
Yes. Yeah.
Here nf6 here.
Still now it's not so simple. Yeah, you have to. What do you play? Check. Now if you go here, this is hanging with a check. I mean, sorry, not with a check, but there's no check here. So
that's not hanging.
Yeah,
Knight will hang, right?
Possible. This is possible. True. King f7, no checks now. Queen c4 maybe. But you have d5 perhaps.
D5. D5. Yeah. If he trades, I think I'm winning. Queen b1 check.
Yeah.
I picked the knight.
You are winning here. I agree with you. But also, I think what you miss is that here it's not only a question of you winning by chance. It's keeping control, and no one should play a move like queen f4 here because you have complete control here on the king. So just going here directly was much better.
Yeah.
And I think you will lose many such games, okay, Aniket, before you will start winning such positions. But very important is to analyze them carefully and try to understand what is the best way to win, but calculate it and never do this that, oh, computer suggests one way to win and you are like, yes, I should have done this. Yeah. So just try to make sure that you are understanding how to win, and you will be able to very soon convert such positions. And don't try to tell that you are a grandmaster of
blundering winning positions.
Yeah, because the more you say it, the more you start believing it. And you don't need to believe it, I think, because you can at any point start winning positions, and then your grandmaster title will go away, which you don't want.
No, I want the grandmaster title to come, but not with winning positions.
Yeah. But okay, so the thing is, whatever we say many times, we start believing. That's a very common thing. Like if we say I'm bad at converting winning positions. Whenever you will get winning positions, you will start feeling like I'm bad, and you will blunder. So better is to say.
I've seen in Vidit team also. He wrote that he'll become the world junior champion, and he became it
Yes, he
that
had
day.
written on a sheet that he would become world champion. I think it was under 14. And then he went and he won that tournament because of positive reinforcement. Many times, when you say to yourself, I'm a good player, I know how to convert winning positions, then when you actually get to a winning position, you are able to do it. Because whatever you think, many times is what you act.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll recommend that to you, and you are playing well. Also, make sure that you analyze your games carefully, what you play, like how we did right now. We went quite deep
Yeah.
into many things. I also understood that sometimes you are too careful about positional weaknesses. You don't like doubled pawns for yourself. You love to give double pawns for your opponent. You are tactically slightly weaker than positional. I think you are more positional player. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm scared of
Yeah.
attacks. That's why I never play e4.
Yeah, so try to improve on that front. Don't be scared. You are still very young. You are 12 years old, right?
14.
14. Okay, I got the age wrong. Today I was on a roll getting all ages right. You're 14 years old. Try to focus and try to improve yourself. Don't be afraid of anything. Because you see, when you see players like Anish Giri, Vidit, Vishy Anand, Carlson, they are good at everything they do. They are good at attack, they are good at defense, they are good at positional chess. And why? Because they try a lot of things when they were young. They were never afraid, of trying out new things, especially Carlson. He was always ready to try out new things.
I in the Olympiad also Nepomuneshi played rook takes f2, which is a blunder, but he was not afraid of it.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Whom do you learn chess from?
I learned from Shushruta Reddy sir and Utkal Das sir.
Brilliant.
I stopped IC and now I'm from second mate.
Good. So I wish you all the best. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep working hard on chess. And remember that you don't need to call yourself grandmaster of plundering winning positions. Okay?
Yeah. Just the last doubt. I want to play the nationals. How can I do it? My school doesn't not encourage. It does not have chess.
First of all, whenever tournaments will begin, you will see there's a calendar on chessbase.in. So the nationals will be listed there. So you will have to play your state tournament in Karnataka of that age category. So let's say if you want to play under 15 nationals, then there will be an under 15 state championship that will be held somewhere in Karnataka. Could be in Bangalore, could be in some other place in Karnataka. You'll have to travel there, you'll have to play. Now if you win that tournament or finish in top 2 or top 4, then you get a direct entry into the nationals. But even if you don't finish in, say, the top, there's always a donor entry in the nationals where the criteria is that you should have participated in the state tournament. So always don't miss the state tournament, because many times if you miss the state event, then you can't play the nationals.
And is there any facility for handicapped? As I have a genetic nerves disorder. So
what happens there? You cannot walk, or?
no, I walk tilted.
I'm sure there will be. And I have so many friends who have not been able to walk. In fact, if you've seen one of my sessions where I speak about Shailesh Nerlikar, he was my friend who couldn't sit. He used to play chess sleeping. And there were arrangements made for him always. And I'm sure that there will be arrangements made for you as well whenever you play. And if you become stronger, then it'll be such an inspiring story, yeah, that you have to keep on improving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
thank you.
Keep working hard. And can you write a mail to me on chessbaseindia@gmail.com?
About?
Just say hi to me. I'll like to stay in touch with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. See you.
Bye.
Guys, that was Aniket. Very inspiring youngster. Uh, also suffers from some handicap, as he said, but well, plays amazingly on the chessboard, and that's what is about chess. Yeah, no matter how strong you are, how weak you are, what is your age, which country you are from, doesn't really matter. And today's Dr. Chess was like that. We had William from Australia, we had Aniket who's from Bangalore, we had so many other people. I know that I miss some people today, but maybe next time we will do it. Right now, I have a session coming up, Grandmaster Chess with Sopiko, in an hour or so. I hope you guys will join me there. I also want to really urge each one of you to please take part in this event that we have here. It's something that will be very interesting. It's if you go to rti.chessbase.in, this is the tournament. It's a charity fundraiser for people below 2100 elo fide, so you can be unrated, you can take part here. It's by Make Your Move, and here are the details. It's from 26th to 31st of October, and the top players will get a chance to play a simul with Vishy Anand. Top 5 you can check here. Basically, top 5 players from each group will qualify, and top 2 players, so basically 6 players, will get chance to play with Vishy Anand on 1st of November, which is going to be amazing. All the money for the entry fee, which is 400 rupees, I believe, goes to build a school, which is a noble deed. And you can just take part here. There are already several players who have enrolled. I'm sure this list will grow in the next 10 days. So please take part. rti.chessbase.in. If mods, you can put in this thing. Would be very nice. Thank you, Tejesh Kinariwala, who says, nothing to say, I just appreciate your work, Sagar. Thank you, Tejesh. And guys, please join into this wonderful event and make sure you enroll yourself. It's organized by Chessbase India, and would be very nice to have you all. And I hope you enjoyed Dr. Chess today. It was a very fun series for me. 17 episodes have been completed, 16 by me, 1 by Adiban, who was the Dr. Beast, and I'm sure this will keep going as long as you find it important. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.